This is TWiT.
Strangely enough, Congress has been busy with other stuff, or not doing other stuff. Didn't pass a copyright extension law. So, as of a couple of days ago, a number of works from everything from 1923 became public domain.
Oh my gosh! Like what falls inside that umbrella?
I'm sorry, 1922. Yeah,
the Great
Gatsby.
Yeah,
Steamboat Willie would be included.
Well, Steamboat Willie's 1924. So this is what will be interesting to watch. There is no Sonny Bono anymore to get the copyright extension law. That's what happened last time.
There will only be one Sonny Bono.
It's the first time in 21
Sonny
years.
Bono Memorial Ski Run.
In 21 years, the first time that anything's gone into the public domain. In more than 2 decades. That's how significant this is.
I'm with Alex on this because if you create something, fine, but give it 25 years and then it goes public domain. Some of the arguments they're putting forward for 80 years public domain, or not even maintaining the copyright after the author's dead.
That's ridiculous.
F. Scott Fitzgerald is no longer benefiting from the Great Gatsby.
Oh, but his estate is.
Right. But it's
the Great Gatsby, January 2021, 2 years off. Rhapsody in Blue next January.
Excellent.
The Sun Also Rises in 2022, but the big one is going to be January 1st, 2024. That's when not only Steamboat Willie, but also Superman and Batman and Snow White.
Oh, that's going to lead to an awful lot of good films.
Well, this is the interesting thing. I mean, in the past, of course, Disney based their entire work on other people's work. Even, by the way, I should point out, Steamboat Willie was stolen.
True.
But Grimm's Fairy Tales, public domain. They were able to make Cinderella and Snow White. But then they pulled the ladder up behind them, made it copyright.
Exactly.
And every time this has come up, they've got Congress to extend it. The last one was Sonny Bono's Copyright Term Extension Act in 1999. That added 20 years, keeping everything locked up until January 1st. So it is 1923 works are now coming into public domain.
I'm probably in the minority,
decades.
But I'd love to see a blockbuster movie of The Great Gatsby starring Superman, Batman, and Snow White.
I did not know where that was going. That
would be a great opening party scene.
I would watch that.
By the way, I have to correct myself. Sonny Bono was already dead when the copyright extension term was passed.
Okay.
He died in 1998. So Congress, to honor him,
I see.
What an honor, too. Named
honoring
the
a wife
copyright
beater. Such a different time in those days.
It was a different time back in the 20th century. So this is interesting. Apparently, you can take some credit for this. The internet takes some credit for this. The Motion Picture Association of America, the Recording Industry Association of America, the Authors Guild, all of whom have been ones to lobby for the extension in the past, gave up. It's not something we're pursuing, said the RIAA, because there's now a well-organized grassroots lobby against copyright extension. There are large business interests, Google, now on the anti-expansion side, also a wide popular movement they can tie it into. The internet activism.
The netroots.
Netroots. I think that's a good thing.
This is why sites like Tech Dirt, they really keep tabs.
Thank you,
on
Mike
this
Masnick.
stuff.
Really appreciate the work he does there.
Super important acts of journalism that do lead to change in how we think about things. Because the RIAA is not notorious for its cuddliness, its politeness, and its willingness to give away profits. But we're going to get some of our stuff back into our own culture that we made, and should be tied to commercial demands.
It was interesting. The movie, the Motion Picture Ass of America, really did back down on this, and they were just like, we're not going to win. This is costing us too much. Also, it's costing them an awful lot in terms of legal fees and false positives. When the RIA did that big anti-piracy campaign, started suing people for downloading, they lost a ton of money on that. The only people that got rich on that were lawyers, and they also created a massive amount of ill will. I mean, Metallica's reputation took a massive hit when
No kidding.
Yeah.
Lars Ulrich said it was the biggest mistake I ever made.
Yeah.
Pursuing Napster.
He was talked into it.
Yeah, and that includes his the last album, but no.